Alright, it's time for some more magic. Let's look at our opening hand. We have no green mana. Now we have 4 mana, a Wayfinder into a Muse with Spider Spawning, so this hand looks pretty good. Let's keep it. Playing against Crash H82, the Crypt Keeper starts with Demir Guildgate and passes it back to us. So you might think, what the hell's going on here? This is not Grixis control. I figured, I got a bit of free time. I'm going to do a video, and I got a couple of small updates for the channel, so I wanted to take the time to talk about them. First thing you may have noticed is that I updated my channel name. I'm no longer using my actual real official name here. I've changed the channel to Hakeem 928. Finally figured out how to do it thanks to a YouTube video that I discovered. So sounds a lot. I think Hakeem 928 sounds a lot better. Of course, that's my gamer tag, my forum username, and all that sort of stuff. Another thing I've done is I've gone and created a Twitter account just for this channel at Hakeem 928. So if you want to follow me on there, you can see all the videos that I'm uploading. And also what I'm planning on doing is if I get enough people following me just for the channel, then I'm going to maybe on a Wednesday or a Tuesday I could send out a tweet saying, here's 3 decks that I'm thinking about playing on Friday. Which one would you like to see? So I could kind of interact with the community a bit that way. So yeah, follow me on Twitter. And okay, hold on now. I gotta stop and think here. Okay, well the first thing I'm going to do is attack for 1. That's what I'm going to do. Anyways, so back to the game. Our opponents played 3 lands, done nothing. Follow me on Twitter. And yeah, okay. So we attack for 1, get them to 19. So not going to play my land yet. Going to play out a Wayfinder and see if we can't get a gate and put the tapped land into play this turn because we don't have any use for that mana. So you might as well put it in tapped while you can. No gate, so we'll grab the forest. We got a Vengevine in the graveyard, which is pretty sweet. And let's drop the swamp because I don't want to forget to play a second black source on the 4th turn and not be able to cast my Muse. So let's pass it back over to Crash and see if he finally decides to play a card. So we got the Spider Spawning in hand. What have I got in the graveyard here? Creatures. We got a Spawning in the yard and 4 dudes. And he plays Military Intelligence. So that's kind of like a card you pretty much want to play 2 oops. Hate that. You want to play out 2 creatures onto the battlefield before you cast this thing, because until you get 2 creatures and start attacking, it does absolutely nothing. So that's just a little tip for the future. I think, of course we're going to go straight into combat here. I think I'm just going to play the Graveborn Muse. And then hopefully I can draw into another 2-drop, play Visionary plus a 2-drop, and get the Vengevine back out of the graveyard. So that's the plan for now. Just cast the Muse here, and see if this guy's got any creatures in his deck to start triggering that Military Intelligence at all. Oh my, excuse me there. No, still 4 mana, still no creatures. Oh, he's gonna bounce my Graveborn Muse, I guess, to keep me from drawing a card. That's alright. If I pick up a Necromancer's Assistant, I could have spent 5 mana to get that Vengevine back, which would have been pretty sweet. But let's just go swinging for 2 more. Dink. Playing bounce, he's playing Military Intelligence, he's playing lands, but kinda needs creatures at this point, so I'm just gonna drop this back into play. And say Giver. There you go. He misses a land drop by the look of it. Either that or he just jammed the Y button really fast. So Spectre, I'm gonna have to discard a card. I'll just throw away a land, I've got plenty. Throw away a land. So here we get 2 cards, which is pretty good. Picked up a Shadowborn Demon and another Spider Spawning. Don't really want to use the Demon yet. He's got 1 open mana. I'm just gonna bring the pain. See if he blocks one of those 1/1s with his Spectre or not. He could have an Undying Evil, make me discard another card, but he doesn't. Boom. So do I want to spawn for just 4? I mean, I don't want to cast Shadowborn Demon. I want to save the Visionary to get a free Vengevine. I got 2 spawnings in hand. Yeah, I'm just going to grab 4 spiders. Yes, why not? 7 creatures. It's pretty good. And they block that. They block this guy pretty nicely. So he's just casting a Quickling. So he's going to bounce a Spectre, and he's going to make me discard another card. Alright, I'll discard a card. I think it's gonna be Spider Spawning because I've got 3 in the graveyard that I can flash back. I'd rather have my creatures in hand for now, because it looks like I'm just gonna beat him the old-fashioned way with turn a dude sideways. Picked up Viscera Dragger and Elvish Visionary. Okay, so this is good. So, oh, I wish I had 8 mana. I wish I had 8 mana. Because if I had 8, I could go Visionary, Visionary, which would get the Vengevine into play with haste. Then I could cycle the Dragger and Unearth. I could do all this, and I could get 7 hasted power here right now. But I think what I'm going to do, I got 7 mana. I'm going to kill one of his blockers. He's tapped out, so he can't Undying Evil anything. So I'm going to kill that guy. Dink. And I'm going to cast this. Get a free Vengevine. Yes, of course I want to use that ability. Put Visionary into play. Draw a card. It's Dead Reckoning, so that's some removal, but I'm not even going to bother to do the math here. If he blocks my highest powered creature, which is the Vengevine, that's the only way he can survive. He'll take 9 and go to 1. So if he doesn't block the Vengevine, he's dead. No, he blocks. Blocks correctly. Okay, there we go. No mass removal in these colors. He's on 1 life, and I got 10 dudes in play, so it's going to be pretty tough for him. He taps out for a Tormentor, and that is the game. That is the game. So I'm going to be nice and gentle on him. I'm just going to, well, first of all, I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to sacrifice a Visionary. And I'm just going to swing at him with 2 Wayfinders. Dink, dink. And he can only block one of them. And that'll get him to the sweet, sweet number 0. And there we go. Spider Spawning. Alright, so yeah, back to the news. Channel name has changed, Hakeem928, so I think that's pretty good. Follow me on Twitter. And there was something else I had to say. What else did I have to say? Oh yeah, every now and then I might do some bonus content, so you might see me. I'm going to support all my old decks, so even though you're getting 1 deck a week type thing from me, you might get a random video like this, where I just take an old deck, take it out for a spin, and update the playlist. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and we'll actually see you tomorrow this time. I'm done for the day. Have a great night.